Urine is stored in the urinary bladder until which of the following? Option A, a voluntary signal from CNS. Option B, a involuntary signal from the CNS. Option C, a voluntary signal from the ANS. Option D, a involuntary signal from the ANS. The correct answer is option A, a voluntary signal from the ANS. Explanation: urine is stored in the urinary bladder until a voluntary signal comes from the central nervous system. The receptors present on the urinary bladder receives these signals. Next question. Which of the following initiates the voluntary signal given by CNS? Option A, loosening of stretch receptors in the urinary bladder. Option B, stretching of the urinary bladder. Option C, movement of the urinary bladder. Option D, movement of urethra. The correct answer is option B, stretching of the urinary bladder. Explanation: the signal given by CNS is initiated by the stretching of the urinary bladder as it gets filled with the urine. In response, the stretch receptor of the walls of the bladder send a signal to the CNS. Next question. Which of the following sphincter cause the release of the urine? Option A, cardiac sphincter. Option B, pyloric sphincter. Option C, urethral sphincter. Option D, esophageal sphincter. The correct answer is option C, urethral sphincter. Explanation: urethral sphincter causes the release of urine to the outside of the body. This process starts when the central nervous system passes on the motor message to the smooth muscles of the bladder. The signal initiates their contraction. Simultaneously, relaxation of the urethral sphincter takes place, cause the release of urine. Next question. What is the process of excreting urine known as? Option A, diuresis. Option B, polyuria. Option C, defecation. Option D, micturition. Option D. The correct answer is option D, micturition. Explanation: the process of release of urine is called micturition, and the neutral mechanism causing it is called micturition reflex. An adult human excretes about 1 to 1.5 liter of urine per day. Next question. The urine formed is brownish. Option A, true. Option B, false. The correct answer is option B, false. Explanation: the urine formed is light yellow colored watery fluid that is slightly acidic and has a characteristic odor. On average, 25 to 30 gram of urea is excreted out per day. Next question. The presence of ketone bodies is an indication of which of the following disease? Option A, diabetes mellitus. Option B, diabetes insipidus. Option C, high blood cholesterol. Option D, liver cirrhosis. The correct answer is option A, diabetes mellitus. Explanation: analysis of urine helps in clinical diagnosis of many metabolic disorders. For example, the presence of glucose or glycosuria and ketone bodies or ketonuria in urine indicate of diabetes mellitus. Next question. What is urinemia? Option A, accumulation of sodium ions in the blood. Option B, accumulation of potassium ions in the blood. Option C, accumulation of urea in the blood. Option D, accumulation of ammonia in the blood. The correct answer is option C, accumulation of urea in the blood. Explanation: malfunctioning of kidneys can lead to the accumulation of urea in blood, a condition known as urinemia, which is highly harmful and may lead to kidney failure. Next question. What is hemodialysis? Option A, removal of ammonia in the blood by artificial means. Option B, removal of potassium ions in the blood by artificial means. Option C, removal of sodium ions in the blood by artificial means. Option D, removal of urea in the blood by artificial means. The correct answer is option D, removal of urea in the blood by artificial means. Explanation: urea from blood can be removed by the artificial means if a person is not able to excrete of urea. It is removed by the process of called hemodialysis, in which blood is drained from the convenient artery into the dialysing unit called an artificial kidney. Next question. The dialysing fluid has all of the following except option A nitrogen wastes, option B protein, option C electrolytes, option D glucose. The correct answer is option A nitrogen wastes. Explanation: nitrogen waste are not present in the dialysing fluid. The dialysing unit after the addition of an anticoagulant like heparin contains a coiled cellophane tube surrounded by the fluid which proteins, electrolytes and glucose almost same as that the plasma, except for that fact it does not have nitrogenous waste. Next question: what is the significance of porous nature of the cellophane membrane? Option A, it does not allow the movement of molecules. Option B, it does not allow the movement of water. Option C, it allows the molecules based on the concentration gradient. Option D, it allows only water molecules. The correct answer is option C, it allows the molecule based on the concentration gradient. Explanation: the porous membrane of the cellophane tube of the dialysing unit allows the passage or movement of molecules based on their concentration gradient. As nitrogenous waste are not present in the dialysing fluid, therefore this waste passively move out from our blood and hence filtrating it. Next question: kidney transplantation is the ultimate method in the correction of acute renal failures. Option A true, option B false. The correct answer is option B false. Kidney transplantation is ultimate method in the correction of acute renal failures or kidney failures. A functioning kidney is used in the transplantation from the donor, preferably a close relative to avoid rejection by immune system of the host. Next question: what is the inflammation of the glomerular of the kidney refer to? Option A cystitis, option B nephritis, option C glomerulonephritis, option D pyelonephritis. The correct answer is option C glomerulonephritis. Explanation: inflammation of the glomerular is referred to the glomerulonephritis. The inflammation of the urinary bladder, nephron and pelvis of the kidney is referred to as cystic nephritis and pyelonephritis respectively. Next question: which of the following is the term given to the condition of RBC in urine? Option A hematuria, option B pyuria, option C hemoglobinuria, option D proteinuria. The correct answer is option A hemonuria. Explanation: when RBCs are present in the urine, then it is termed as hemonuria. The presence of white blood cells, hemoglobin and proteins are termed as pyuria, hemoglobinuria and proteinuria respectively. Next question: which of the following is not symptom of diabetes mellitus? Option A ketonuria, option B glycosuria, option C renal calculi, option D polyphagia. The correct answer is option C renal calculi. Explanation: diabetes mellitus is due to the deficiency of insulin, due to which the glucose level increases in the blood. The symptoms include ketonuria, glycosuria and polyuria, polyphagia and polydipsia. Next question: which of the following mineral is not involved in the formation of renal calculi? Option A calcium oxalate, option B calcium carbonate, option C uric acid, option D urea. The correct answer is option D urea. Explanation: kidney stones or the renal calculi is due to the formation of calcium oxalate, which results of 60% of kidney stones, calcium carbonate, which results in 30% of the kidney stones, uric acid, which results in 10 to 20% of the kidney stones.